Welcome back to Hoi4, everyone. After about 3 weeks of not playing any map games at all, we're back. And today I want to see if I can survive as Democratic Belgium. That's the goal, survive. Since because we're democratic, we won't be able to invade the Netherlands and Luxembourg and core all of them with this button. Anyways, let's get started. Apparently as Belgium, we don't know what artillery is. Let's do that. Industrial effort. Speed up the game and let's get started. So as Belgium, things really aren't that great. We've got a good bit of industry for a country of our size. We've got 6 military factories, but we've only got 2 states. So there's not a lot of space to build in, and our army starts out halfway equipped. Industrial effort done. Let's do armament effort first, and then once we get all the military factories, we'll get all the civilian factories and whatnot. I'm not going to be building an air force, so I'm going to be investing heavily in anti-air, and I'm going to start producing cannon. Anti-air is done. Let's also do anti-tank. Here's something I discovered recently about doctrines. So superior firepower is supposed to be the best doctrine according to most players of this game. But I just looked at this. So over here it says all frontline battalions plus 10% soft attack. Now if you look at this list of what all frontline battalions are, artillery isn't on this list. And that's where most of your soft attack comes from. So that actually makes me think that superior firepower isn't as good as I thought it was. Don't get me wrong, it's still good and you can get soft attack for artillery down here in shock and awe. But this top one just isn't as good as I thought it was. Regardless of that though, I'm still going to be going Grand Battle Plan anyway because the plus 10 and max entrenchment up here. Don't get me wrong, all of these are viable. All of these are very, very viable depending on the situation you're in. But I just thought that was something worth mentioning because I just found that out. I didn't know that before. So as Belgium, we start out with only 1 general, albeit it's a very, very good general and you can get adaptable day 1. However, I'm going to need at least 2. So I'm going to be getting best of the best, which means that when I promote an officer, so let's go with, I think this guy's the handsomest, we'll go with him. This guy will now start off on level 3 and with no traits. The no traits is kind of a give or take because he could have bad traits, he could have good traits, and this just means none at all. But overall, I think starting out at level 3 is worth it. We're also going to give him defensive doctrine, silent workhorse, free trade. So here's the template I think I'm going to use. I don't have nearly enough equipment, but I think I'm going to. And yeah, we'll see how it works. Actually, let's add recon to it while we're at it. There, now this is the division. And this is a pretty significant deficit of equipment. We can now unlock the second tier of Grand Battle Plan, the Grand Battle Plan, which gives us 10% max planning and then plus 0 and then nothing. Liberty Ethos, giving us trade deal opinion factor. This is worth 70 days of time. Anyways, let's do something fun, like building infrastructure in the Congo. This is truly the best timeline. Goodbye, Czechoslovakia. I sure do love event spam so much, don't you? Now here is the ideal division in its final form. Never mind, here is the division in its final form. I just need to find some more dudes to be in the army. Now we're gonna get Weapons 3 in 1939. Well, World War II is happening. We should probably do something about it. So there's 2 paths you can go with Grand Battle Plan, either assault or infiltration. I see most people on YouTube going with infiltration, so I'm gonna do assault and see if that works any better. So World War II is happening. The Germans are definitely coming for us. Let's do neutrality focus. So I think this here is gonna be the line. If I can, I'm gonna try to extend it over here because it's a big river here, so it's very defensible. But I obviously cannot do that yet. So this is what we're going to start with. And the Germans are here, lads. Let's see if I can actually edit this video and post it later or if I'm going to fall apart. Every bubble is green so far. All right, I think we're winning, kind of, for the most part. Yeah, we're winning. So in about a month of war, how much damage have we done? We've lost almost 9k men. Okay, that's not that bad. We've inflicted 100,000 casualties. I think we're winning. I really wish I had added field hospitals though, because I just don't have a lot of manpower, and I think I probably could have produced enough stuff if I had actually thought of that. They've taken Antwerpen, but it's just a minor setback. We're still Gucci. We're still gonna win. Also, I'm very terrified of when they attack Luxembourg because I have no interior lines to defend them with. I'm trying to spam out some divisions right now and doing well, I was doing where is it? Army training, and yeah. Okay, it doesn't look like we are going to be able to take Antwerpen back, but it's okay, just a minor setback. Everything is still perfectly okay. They've taken another tile, but it's okay because it's just a minor setback. They've taken another tile because they're pinning my divisions in place. I can't move them around. France is starting to show up though, finally. So now that French troops are starting to show up, it looks like we are kind of winning. We are not mobilizing men quickly enough, not nearly quickly enough. I've got 3 more divisions I can spam out. I'm going to use these to protect Luxembourg when they get declared on. So there's a lot of field officers here. All of them look pretty much the same, but there's one guy that sticks out to me. This guy. He does not look very Belgium to me. Let's give him... Oh, he's a brilliant strategist. I just did that as a joke. This guy is going to be the Belgian Napoleon, just you see. Now, I like this game enough as it is, but if there's one thing I absolutely disdain, it's micromanaging defense. However, we're not having to do that too much. It's just this one tile here for the most part. They're currently on the outskirts of Brussels, but it's okay because it's just a minor setback. I've inflicted 700,000 casualties and they've only inflicted 40,000. So even if we lose, at least I'd call that like a... almost win. They've also lost 70,000 rifles, 3,000 pieces of artillery. So I think they're gonna run out of steam pretty quickly. I'm also doing pretty decently in logistics except for artillery, so I think I can do this a little bit longer. We are gonna have to yield more ground though. I think we're gonna have to abandon this tile. You know, all this time, they still have not declared war on Luxembourg yet. I mean, that might be the strat. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Hey, look at that. I've lost enough territory. I can click desperate defense. All green bubbles. I might have lost half my country, half my factories, and more than half of my manpower, but at least we're shooting people. Honestly, I don't know what to say. This is kind of a bad situation. Okay, and it's trying to tell me I do not control Wallonie. But I control... They only have 2 tiles here. That is kind of BS, but you know what? Whatever. So I've got no military factories now and no civilian factories. Except, actually, I've got 1 civilian factory from trade. You know, I was actually worried that this would happen earlier, so I was going to try to build some industry in the Congo, but it wouldn't let me. And now it is. Now that I have nothing to build with. I guess I'll build railways. They're cheap enough. I can probably get them done. Tell me if building railways in the Belgian Congo while the country is being completely obliterated is a win. Because I think it is, and I want to hear other people agree with me. And now that I've lost all my military factories, I have weapons 3 that I can start producing. Yay, at 0% efficiency. Hold on, the counterattack is starting right here. Oh, we took back a tile. That's big, that's big. Let's see if we can take another one, perhaps? Maybe. Oh, look at that, we did. We took another tile. Oh, and we got one of our states back. That's awesome. That was what I really wanted out of this. Awesome, we can start producing equipment again. Can we attack Antwerpen and cut them off at pass? Maybe? No, it doesn't look like it. It's alright though, it's the thought that matters. And once again, Luxembourg is still not in the war. More importantly though, the railway line in the Congo is linked up with the rest of the allies. Also, I think we've been sleeping on the assault path way too long, because up here you get 10% breakthrough for your whole army, but down here you get another 10% breakthrough for the whole army. That's 20% breakthrough for your whole army. That is a win in my opinion. Now, I mean, you get way better stuff on the infiltration path, but I mean, this is still pretty neat. So I think the Germans are going to stop attacking pretty soon because all their divisions are starting to get low on strength. So I'm going to switch out my main general for the Belgian Napoleon so that he can grind out some experience. That way I won't just have 1 god general, I can have 2 god generals. Plus this guy is low level, so that means he grinds out traits quicker like infantry leader and whatnot. He's eager to learn, I guess. Okay, I don't know how this happened, but okay, hold on, the effects are really loud. I don't know how this happened, but let's see if we can fix that. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like I can clean these guys up. Just because I can't do it though doesn't mean I'm going to stop trying. Sweden casually selling almost 2,000 anti-air. You know, I looked through the rest of the list of, you know, all the other people selling artillery. No one is near this amount. I feel like they've hard-coded Sweden just to give away all the equipment it produces. They probably just don't even have an army. Okay, well, we've lost our one of our 2 states again, so we're back to producing no equipment. Yeah, I think we're in a worse position than we were last time too. I managed to capture 1 tile back. We've got half the country back. Let's go. This whole game has just been fighting for 1 or 2 tiles to get my entire country back. It's absolutely crazy. And now we're only 72% towards capitulation, but we haven't died yet. So far we are still surviving technically. I did build a lot of anti-air though, so it looks like it has been chipping away at their CAS and their bombers so far. Never mind, it's telling me I've only shot down 6. Whatever though, they've lost 8,000 artillery and 140,000 rifles, so I think they'll probably run out of steam eventually, right? I've killed 1.4 million of them and only lost 100,000 men on my side, so they'll stop eventually, right? Ooh, I think I might be able to push them out from this tile here in the middle, maybe? I don't know, it's just kind of sitting at plus 30 this whole time. Oh, now it's at plus 40, and now it's going back to 20. All right, so the battle that has been going on here has been edging me this whole time. I've run out of focuses to do, and I think there's no way I'm going to get 50 factories to get the last research slot, so I'm not sure what to do, actually, honestly. I guess technology sharing? Let's get back to building roads in the Congo. That was fun. That made me a little bit happy. That gave me a little bit of that happy chemical. Let's do that. We have unlocked the final doctrine, which gives 5 organization to infantry and not a whole lot else. Yeah, I'm starting to think the assault path might have been a bad idea. I don't know. I'm playing as Democratic Belgium though, so I'm the king of bad ideas, I guess. Also, they've stopped attacking me. That seems. Oh, never mind. Hold on, France is attacking through the Maginot Line, and they're going nuts in Italy. That's pretty cool. Ooh, they can do defensive stratagems, get rid of disjointed government, and they're not. Even cooler. The Belgian Napoleon is level 4. He just unlocked infantry leader. Let's try another small counterattack. And look at that, we're winning, and I bet that's all because of this guy. And Luxembourg has finally joined the war. That could ruin everything, but the Germans appear to only have two divisions next to them, so we might be fine. Either way, let's move some troops in there. So I just did import allied propaganda films, and apparently this one is called Little Belgium. I think that's funny, but I honestly cannot put my finger on why I think that's funny. Let's see if we can take back Liège. And it looks like they're already running away. Elections, wartime exceptions. So we can either do elections as usual, or we can take care of such matters when the war is through. This gives us a little bit of stability, but it also gives us communism and fascism support. But I've already got a democratic reformer in here, so I think he'll take care of that. I see this as a net gain. Speaking of gains, we've taken back Liège, and we now have control over our entire country again. Now let's get back to destroying it. I might do an entire battle plan. Let's see let's see if this works. We're winning in most places. Look at that, Belgium liberating the Netherlands, the best timeline. Okay, now that I've hit the Rhine River, we've kind of completely stopped, but you know, that was a good push. That was a good push. We did a good job. I'm starting to get low on equipment, and I can't really build any more troops because of that, so I think I'm gonna have to take a break from the mass killings and build up a little bit, which means service by requirement. And also, let's max out these provinces with military factories. Very unfortunately, it does look like we're gonna have to put the Congolese infrastructure on pause, just for now though. So they've attacked me a few times, and the Rhine River has kept me very, very safe. They have not been able to breach this defense, but at the same time, it's kept me from breaking out. So whilst they can't get over the river, neither can I, so I'm not really sure what to do at this point. Hold on, look at this. I was just sitting here chewing on Starburst, waiting for something to happen, and look at that, something happened. I wonder how well Germany is going to do against the Soviet Union. My guess is not very well, because they couldn't take out the Allies. But I don't know, we'll see. Because there just ain't anything else to look at, honestly. Oh, hold on, the United States just joined as well. Okay, yeah, I think it's over. I think it's all over for Germany. So here's an idea. I'll improve relations with the Soviet Union. Then I will send them an attaché, so now I can see exactly what they're doing. And it looks like they got a lot more troops on this front line than Germany does. That makes me feel a little bit better. Actually, never mind. The Romanians are going absolutely nuts. So whilst the Belgian Napoleon is a very good general right now, this guy right here has adaptable, which will help me a lot in crossing this river. So I'm going to switch the two. So now Mr. Adaptable is in charge of 24 divisions, which is most of the army. And hopefully when he actually shows up after 30 days, we'll be able to do some damage. You know what, screw it. Let's go cautious all-out offensive. Look at that. Almost every single bubble is red. And they just broke our cipher, even better. However, it does look like in this one spot here, we might be able to make it over, and that's all we need is just one tile, really. Well, how lovely is that? We made it across the river in one spot. It only costed a few thousand people. And look at this. As soon as we made it over the river, we are just incinerating them everywhere. And we have liberated the entire Netherlands. Now it's time to liberate the entirety of Poland, I guess. And if anybody's gonna take an army and conquer all of Eastern Europe, it's gonna be the Belgian Napoleon. I just gotta wait 15 days for him to actually show up. Ooh, look at this nice little encirclement. Let's do another one of those things. Look at that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm starting to conquer a lot of German territory, which means a lot of factories, so I'll just put all of them on trains. Why am I doing that? Because trains are really cool. Let's also not give them local autonomy. That seems like a bad idea. Let's put a police force in there. Let's give this division just a little bit more firepower. We're almost at 400 soft attack. That seems pretty, I don't know. Look at this, the Belgian Napoleon has done it again, another encirclement. The Belgian army has stormed Berlin. Yeah, there, the Belgian army has stormed Berlin. It took a few days, but we're there now. Belgian Raj would like to send me convoy. Sure. I feel like there's definitely like a string attached to that, but we'll find out later. Yay. Now we just gotta knock out Italy and Hungary and whoever else the game thinks is a major power now. And build more trains, of course. We won. So I just kind of liberated Czechoslovakia and didn't really do anything else. Mr. H is still here. He's in Frankfurt. France owns this part of Germany. And this must be from a recent patch or something, but the democratic leader for Hungary actually has an actual portrait now. I mean, it's not very democratic since there's no elections, but I mean, it's progress. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video.